Well, good old Secretary of Defense had to happen to mention the Gulf War when he was talking to all the generals in that meeting. I guess he was implying that all of you should be like General Schwarzkopf that just kicked the butt out of Iraq. Well, it's called a major war. It was no major war. It was a it was a frickin' disaster against a third-rate country which had sanctions for 15 years put on it by Daddy Bush, no weapons of any sort allowed into the country, no repair parts for any of their equipment. So basically, what Iraq War amounted in a major war. Basically, it was about personnel. Oh God, we had at least 40-1 military against Iraq. We also had at least 50-1 or 50-0 in airplanes and tanks. At least 40-1. And half of Iraq tanks weren't even operable, and very few had a lot of ammunition for them. Oh yeah, major victory. Artillery, at least 40-1. God, no wonder the USA was able to kick butt in Iraq. Or, I'm sorry, Kuwait. And then we weren't happy because Junior Bush just had to go into Iraq and try to take care of Saddam Hussein. And good old Schwarzkopf, he just has to be so proud of all those Iraqi people leaving Kuwait, going down the highway back into Iraq, basically, of course, being defeated. And good old Schwarzkopf just has to go in and just bomb the hell out of those people and just kill them all. That was a major thing. Then we had to also keep going on in and bombing Iraq to try to get Saddam Hussein. Well, thank goodness the NATO countries involved said, hey, wait a minute, the idea we went in to free Kuwait, not go ahead and do a war on Iraq. So basically, we had to drop out. But anyway, folks, study your history, learn why we were mad at Iraq and Saddam Hussein. Goes way back to the Iran-Iraq War, a stalemate. Then the good old USA, of course, we want to go in and help run Iraq. Well, Saddam Hussein said, no, get the hell out. It's an Arab country, we don't want you. So ever since then, he was put on the terrorist list, had a death warrant put out for him, and so on and so forth. Just study your history. And then later on, of course, we had to come up with an excuse to go to war with Iraq. Weapons of mass destruction. Oh, my God almighty. It's amazing how American people can eat up this crap and go to war and get Americans and other people killed. Like I say, we've never fought a war to protect our country. If you know where we fought a war to protect our soil, please let me know. Because in all my years, all I've seen is Americans die in other countries, and most generally for stupid power and greed reasons only. And if you dislike this, tough. Facts are hard to accept for some people. They just keep on following the bell. Just sheep following the bell. And as our new Secretary of Defense said, we're a Department of War. Of course we are. Hell, we've never fought anything for defense. Anyway, if that's what you people want and appreciate, like I say, I was always a Trump man. Always wanted Trump. Mainly by what all he promised. So far, he's only done about 50%. The rest of it, it's strictly political greed and power. And I'm sorry to see that from Trump. He could be the best president this country has ever had if he would just work peace and not war. But see, hell, everybody knows there's no profit in peace. There's only profit in war. Okay, folks, if you got a problem with any of this, man, I'd sure like to hear from you. I would sure like to hear from you. And as far as I'm concerned, a lot of those generals, well, granted, some of them got there for political reasons. A lot of them got there because they actually earned it. I'll be curious to see if they kneel down and kiss the feet or if they stand up. Folks, I'm out of here. Have a good day. Thank you very much. Take care.